Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, we will be talking about manifestation. I feel like a lot of YouTubers talk about that, but I do think it is very important. So I just wanted to kind of go over my vision board for last year and just tie into how it works with manifestation and kind of just update you guys on the things I have done. So before we get started, I do want to say my top is from my website. My website is right here, ShareDays.com. This is the Kiara crop, which I will link below. It's one of my favorite tops that I have, so you guys should definitely check it out. But let's get in. So I made a vision board for last year. I will link it if you guys didn't watch it. And my primary goal of the year was to move, and I was driving today just thinking about how I'm really doing everything that I wanted to do this year, which is so crazy. Obviously we're in a pandemic, everything is so uncertain, so the fact that things are still just coming my way is such a blessing. And I do think that it comes from obviously just being blessed by God and the universe, but even more so it comes from manifesting and really putting my mindset on things. In my vision board, it said up top, I'm moving. I've told people I'm moving. Before we even found an apartment, I'm like, we're moving, we're going. And I'll back up. I always catch 11:11, so my 11:11 thing now is different from before. But before we moved, I would always say, we will successfully move to Dallas on time. There won't be a gap and everything will work out. And the fact that it did, when we moved, it was 11:11 and I'm about to say, oh, we will successfully move, and then I'm like, oh, we did move. That's so crazy. So now mine is different, but I manifest things by saying them out loud, saying them to myself, writing them down, and just really putting myself in that space. There are some things that I'm manifesting in my life, such as a house, such as I want a Porsche. I know people say Porsche, but I like Porsche. And I manifest those things by just being conscious of neighborhoods when I'm driving. I do want to buy a house in Texas, preferably Plano. So we live by Plano anyway, but always in the neighborhoods, looking at houses, thinking about things that I want, things that I don't want. I know I want a lot of windows. I know I want a big backyard, and just really like visualizing myself in those spaces. But also in regards to me manifesting the car that I want, every time I see a white Porsche, because I want a white Porsche with black rims, red interior, and every time I see one, I'm like, that's mine, I'm coming for it, it's on its way to me. Like literally every time, it's like clockwork. And I just feel like it gets my brain and just gets life, like opening the doors for me for it to happen. And I feel like some people are probably like, you're crazy, but I've just seen these things happen, like so tried and true. Like even with my bag, I'll see if I can find a tweet and I'll put it like right here, but I got a Givenchy Antigona Mini, and I wanted it for years, literal years, like so long. I wanted this bag, and I finally got it this year. So the fact that moved, got the bag I wanted, I made a very specific savings goal, like very specific. It was a lot of money. I was like, I don't really know. Like I made this back in November, I think. I'm like, I'm gonna save $7,000 before I move to Texas. In my mind, I'm like, I don't really know if that's possible, but I'm gonna write this down and put this in the vision board. It happened. Like literally, I think right before we moved, I hit 7,000 in savings. So I'm just very like, I don't know, I feel so inspired today. I feel so motivated. I feel so like everything's gonna work out for me because it always does, sort of thing. And even with my website, that was another thing on my vision board. I wrote down that I wanted to do a shop. I wanted to really bring my website back in general, because I hadn't been blogging and stuff for so long, and the fact that I did it and it's going so well, that is my primary source of income. So I don't know, I just feel like everything, like I just feel like the world is my oyster. Like I can do anything, I just have to write it down and work towards it. And I feel like that's the disconnect with people. They say they want all these things, but they don't work towards it. Like even being an entrepreneur, I know people make it seem like it's like the best thing ever on Instagram and Twitter and wherever else you are on social media, and it is, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of putting yourself out there. It's a lot of everyday like trying to reach new people, figuring out new ads, figuring out new ways to target people, fixing your website, putting your whole life, your money, my living room is an office, like really going hard with your brand, and that takes a lot of work. I don't know, I'm just super confident about the rest of this year. I just wrote down, I have so many lists, but I just wrote down a list last night, and it was like top like maybe 5 things I want before the year's over. These are material things, and then top 5 goals I want, and material wise. Once I hit 10,000 in sales, which I'm super close on my website, I am probably gonna buy myself the Louis Vuitton mini Palm Springs. I've been eyeing this bag for years, and I saw someone had it, and I'm like, yes, that would be a great everyday, because I love my Antigona, but I want a new, like a brown base color bag that's everyday, because I have a Telfar coming, sorry, but that's super small. So I want to get the Louis Vuitton mini Palm Springs, and I want an iPad. I could buy these things now, but I try to wait until I do something to reward myself rather than just spending money. So I want an iPad, and there's a few other things that I want, but goal wise, the things that I'm manifesting is for my credit score to go up, because I'm so ready to buy a house. Like, it's all I think about. I'm ready to buy a house. I'm so tired of apartments. So trying to maintain a good credit score for my FICO score, so that I can get a house. That's one thing that I'm working on and manifesting. I have my list right here, actually. I want to exceed 15,000 in website sales, which I know is super tangible, and I want 1,000 YouTube subscribers. So please subscribe. And yeah, so I want to get to 1,000 on here. I want to get to 7,000 followers on Instagram, 1.5K on my business Instagram, and then I just need to open up a business bank account, which is a whole nother story. But yeah, so I just really encourage you guys to write down the things you want and just really believe them. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm already that person. I just gotta get there. Like, I know I'm gonna have a Porsche. Like, these things feel so true to me that I know they're gonna happen. It's more so when. Like, I'm never worried about the if. It's just the when. I know that everything is gonna work itself out, and I know that I'm gonna live the life that I wanna live. So that is all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you visit my website. It is right here, and it is also down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.